Maverick 100.9, Aggie Land's country alternative. It's Corliss, and I've been talking nonstop about how excited I am for the return of the Starlight Music Series. But the biggest part that I am most excited about is my girl, Reagan Quinn, is kicking it off.
Hi.
I am so excited. You know, I've got Reagan on Zoom right now, but girl, we have not got to catch up in person like since Christmas.
I know it's been a while, but I've been watching and seeing everything you've been doing, all the award shows.
Oh gosh.
I always make a point to go and see what you wore to the last event.
Somebody texted me last night, you know, it's prom season, and a friend of mine that has a prom aged girl was asking me like, hey, do you have anything in your closet that, because our prom dress isn't working out? I was like, I have plenty.
Yeah, you do. I mean, and what I love about your style is that it's so unique. You know, like it's classic, but it's also, there's always something so funky about it that you would never see anyone else wear. And I love that.
Oh, well, you do quite about the same. First time I met Reagan Quinn, oh my gosh. First off, the curly hair really takes you through a loop. Like it's so cute. And then your all denim Western getup. I was like, I want to be Reagan Quinn when I grow up.
I had the giant puff that night. I was really going for like a dolly look, and I have had trouble picking out this year's outfit because I just want to wear that dress again.
Oh no. Do you need to visit my closet, Reagan?
Maybe so. Maybe we should start like an exchange.
We're going to be going like way over the top for a free music series. And we will talk more about that, you guys. The Starlight Music Series kicks off this Saturday night. We got Brazos Authority there, obviously Reagan Quinn, and Max Stalling, the legend himself. I'm sure me and Reagan both are probably the ones excited to see him.
I'm very excited. And also my boyfriend who's playing with our band on Saturday for that show, he's probably more excited than I am. And he's bringing his vinyl that he has of his for Max to sign.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're very excited. He's one of those guys that just has been in this scene for so long. You definitely, when he speaks, you want to listen.
I've only got to interview Max once, but it was one of those moments where you're just honed in and you could just listen to him talk for hours.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we are excited about Reagan, though. And, you know, she's been working on a ton of music that we want to talk to you guys about. And of course, you hear Like the Wind right here on Maverick. But last year, you had sent me another single that had already been released called Rainbow. And I really want to give everyone a preview today. But before we do that, I want you to tell me a little bit about the song Rainbow.
Rainbow is special to me because I wrote it during the pandemic when everything was completely shut down. And I was driving back from one of the few shows I had in 2020 that wasn't canceled. And I was on the Highway 21 from College Station to Austin. And I was making these turns and twists. And I had this thought of when you're driving and you see a bend ahead, you can't see what's around that bend. But right. You keep driving because you know that you're on the way to your destination and you're sure of that. And to me, that's what the pandemic felt like. Everything was shut down. Everything was dark. As musicians, we were quiet, trying to find our purpose, trying to figure out if everything was, if we were even going to be able to do what we did again. And for me, it was a moment of realizing that it's just a bend in the curve. You can't see what's around you. You can't see what's coming, but you keep going and you keep pushing because you know that you're on the right path. And that was what I needed at that time. And I wrote it as a reminder to everyone else around me.
You are always just the beacon of positivity. Goodness gracious. I love your outlook on life. I really do.
Well, I love that song it's just happy. There's nothing else to it. It's one of the simplest songs I've ever written. And I wrote it very quickly in a day. But when I brought it to the studio to record, I didn't see it becoming this bluegrass song that it became.
Yeah.
And that has been the catapult for this entire new album that we've been working on. We recorded it out at Yellow Dog Studios in Wimberley, which is right on the river, tons of land and space and dogs around. And it was the perfect place to get into this very bluegrassy mentality for the whole album. I'm so excited for it. It's going to come out later this year. We'll start releasing some singles in a few months.
Absolutely. But in the first place, let's give you guys Rainbow now. This is Aggie Land artist Reagan Quinn on Maverick 100.9. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can find it on all streaming services and download it now. And today's interview with Reagan Quinn continues. Reagan Quinn on Maverick 100.9. That was Rainbow, one that we haven't been able to release to you yet. But of course, Reagan is kicking off the Starlight Music Series at Wolf Pen Creek Amphitheater this Saturday night. I am excited because I am her biggest fan. But I'm even more excited about the new things that are on the horizon. Talk to me a little bit about this album that we can expect this year.
So the title of the album is Bombshell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And it is written, that song anyway, is written as a nod to Dolly Parton. And I'll talk more about that song when it comes out. But
Sure.
The whole album is a collection of songs that I wrote over the last couple years, which is when I feel like I've been on the road the most. And so there's a lot of songs about life on the road. There's songs about new relationships, and there's songs just about life as I've been living it the last few years, as I've taken this curve around becoming a full-time musician and really being on the road as much as I've been, all the lessons I've learned. And I love it. I'm really excited. Like I said, we dove into the bluegrass sound for it. We have some of my favorite musicians on it. Pablo from Making the Motor Cars has played on it. Dustin Schaefer from Shane Smith and the Saints, he played on it. Garrett Bryan from Callahan Divide, Garrett Bryan Traveling City Committee, he played on it. And we just have incredible musicians and engineers working on this album. I can't wait for people to hear it.
But you can hear a preview this Saturday night. You going to throw some of those new tunes this way? I know you're going to play Bombshell for me.
We're going to play the entire album at Starlight.
Oh!
Yeah. I'm so excited. We're going to play every song that's on the album. And we're also going to throw in a couple covers that will be a surprise to people. So I really hope that everyone comes out. Like you said earlier, it's a free show. It's family friendly. And this is our 4th year getting to play Starlight Music Series. So it's my favorite show to play every year because it feels like I'm coming home.
Yes. Well, literally. I mean, you're from the area. Yeah. You're one of our hometown gals, and we always love to catch up with you. Plus, it'll be our friend anniversary.
That's right. That is where we met officially.
It is.
I had heard so much about you before then.
And the same went for me. Reagan and I were two people that our paths just couldn't cross, but it's like we were already friends without ever meeting.
I definitely feel that way. We'll have to celebrate.
Good. Well, Reagan, we will see you Saturday night, and everybody else listening to Reagan Quinn right now, you can go see her as well as Brazos Authority and Max Stalling Saturday night. We've got the details up at maverickradio.com on the concert calendar. But more importantly, be following Reagan because there is a lot of new music that you're going to want to hear. Thank you, Reagan, always for coming and showing us the love here in Aggie Land.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.